It's been a couple weeks,
Oh,
I think.
yeah, it's.
Ugh.
God, I want to say the last Elden stream was 16. No,
Like the 16th of February, you're saying?
no, it's like let me see. That would
Because
have
this is the
been
13th.
the
Like,
14th. I
oh,
think
the
the
14th.
14th
Okay.
was our last one.
Yeah,
Oh
it's been
no, did we do that
earlier.
one because it was Valentine's Day?
Yes, yes. No, we did because it was like earlier in the day while most people were still working, and then we didn't do the
Okay.
normal evening one that week.
All right, then yeah, it's been so 17 days.
So then it's been since the Tuesday before that we did Dead Space last.
Oh wow, man.
Yeah,
Yeah, we got to get
we gotta
back.
finish that so we can get back to God of
Got to
War.
get back onto the stream, man. Yeah, we God of War, man.
And Resident Evil 4 comes out at the end of this month,
Wow,
and that's also going to be one that I'd like is relatively short that I'd like to do
fuck.
sooner
I'm
than
getting
later.
that. I'm getting that anxiety of like when assignments start piling up.
You have to play all of God of War before
It's like
March 26th.
it's like opening up your email and there's like 300 fucking emails, dude.
So you just don't look at it anymore.
So where we're going to start out is you're going to go to Laskjar Ruins. Ruins.
Uh,
Ruins.
there we go.
That's a gorgeous map, dude.
Oh yeah, I guess you haven't really seen the Elden Ring yet, have
No,
you?
I haven't seen.
So
I mean,
you're
like I
first.
watched, I saw, some other trailers and stuff like that, but I never really watched anything.
Yeah, this
Well,
game
have
is.
we got a show for you? No,
You've
the
seen
shit's
like
great.
ugly ass character though,
Oh
right?
yeah,
I think
yeah. He kind
I,
of looks like what's it,
Ganondorf. A
Ganondorf.
little
Yeah,
bit, a little
yeah,
bit. He's Cletus Belmont.
Cletus Belmont.
Yeah.
Oh, interesting. Well, Transylvania is like the Alabama of Europe.
Fucking hell.
Oh wait, was that you?
We need to have Alex on
Oh,
ready
you
to
just Odin?
respawn every day. Yeah,
Oh
I'm
man.
I'm just Odin.
You just turned your character into Odin.
Oh, that's dope, dude.
Yeah, I facelifted him from Ragnarok,
Oh,
Oh, that's
nice.
awesome, man.
but there weren't exact analogs for the clothes.
Yeah, that's close though.
Oh yeah, no, that
That's
is
really
cool.
close.
Yeah.
Let me take off the yellow tint. There we go.
Nice, dude.
That's awesome,
That's
man.
badass.
I love
So you
how
didn't have the exact outfit, so I did the raven feather cloak. I figured that was
That's
appropriate.
that's very
yeah,
close.
yeah, I think
Yeah.
that's pretty good, dude.
You didn't have like a spear that's a casting catalyst, but I do have a spear that does this.
That's pretty.
Um,
That's pretty sick. That looks like
and
some
then
god magic.
yeah, and then well, you also have his sorcery. So
Nice,
and
nice. You
then
got your missiles, bigger missiles.
Oh, that's awesome.
and then his stupid annoying flamethrower from that stupid fucking fight.
Oh god, yeah, that was obnoxious.
And
That's
then
awesome, man.
I've got another one up my sleeve for just randomly. We'll see if you can spot it. But
Okay.
yeah, this is fucking Odin the Allfather, and you only get Allfath uh, if you try to type that in. So there's
It's
surprisingly
too many
limited.
characters.
Yeah, I was debating Allfather, but
You could do like
hey, look, it's best
Odin.
friends.
You do like Odin.
Oh, I fucking hate these guys. Didn't we? Yeah, we decided to come back to this because it kept kicking my ass. Seem a lot easier now.
Tim, you could do like Odin parentheses all father, man. Like
Yeah.
Oh shit! Just fucking puking on me. Ah!
Did you happen to catch? Oh shit! God damn it! All right, I'm gonna have to try fighting. We're gonna try fighting as Odin. You ready?
All right, let's see how this goes. We've got we've gotten into it because that's another real player. invading the game.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's
We
another player that
interesting.
is like coming in specifically to try and fight us,
Oh, nice.
which happens a lot in these games, except Sekiro. But
Well, we might as well just get the thing we came here for while we're
uh,
waiting for them to take their sweet ass time.
yeah, because this one's the first one that's like truly an open world game.
Mm-hmm.
Was it up here? Or?
I If there's not something up there, there's supposed to be a cellar somewhere around here.
Oh, okay.
Oh shit.
Uh, Yo, do you see him?
Oh no. I was like, I got far away from you. And now one of those fuckers is shooting their little yellow lantern
Oh,
fucking bolts.
coming up behind you.
Ooh, he took off
That's
the
a cool
armor like I
design.
did. Oh yeah.
This is also probably the easiest one of these games to start with, too.
Yeah.
Because just by, like, with the rest of the franchise, they're much more linear levels, and so you're the game kind of knows what level you'll be at
Oh,
every
yeah.
area. As
Yeah.
a developer, you can kind of control that and guide it, but this one being, like, fully open world, it has to be a little bit easier so that you can go
Yeah, when
in
you're
so many
when you're
different directions.
earlier in the game,
Yeah.
so that you can actually, yeah, that makes sense.
Because this is part 13. We're only we're only just like a little bit into the second area of the game.
Yeah, I've heard this game is like pretty long.
It's
This is
big. It's
Tim's third
chunky.
playthrough.
Oh wow.
Yeah, because I played it through. I really liked it. My nephew was like, "Oh shit, I want to get into the game," and so I was like, "Well, I'll walk you through it." And then I
Nice.
realized I was only one trophy away, so I started the third playthrough.
Oh man, damn. And now you got all your trophies?
Almost. I'm holding off on it just because there's some like the world changes the farther you get into the
Oh,
game.
right
Like
behind
people
us.
Oh,
will
sure.
straight up die. Ooh, the cheeky little bastard.
Ooh.
Stay alive.
God damn, dude.
Wow,
Alright.
that was the other one, huh?
God, what a waste.
Yeah,
He just went through the doorway into the other room.
Yeah. Okay.
Nice. Hell yeah. Yeah, you gotta use these to finger yourself to turn the multiplayer on.
You have to finger yourself?
Yeah. Yeah, these little
Now,
fingers.
In your Elden Ring, dude?
Yeah.
canonically,
You have to
and
finger
you'll
your
find this
Elden
out in a
Ring.
little bit, but the bloody fingers are called that because to initiate yourself in their order, you have to carve your finger open, um, and it invokes the cosmic god of blood or the outer god of blood,
Hmm.
and that's what gives you the ability to invade the world of other tarnished who are seeking to become Elden Lord as a way to
Okay.
like stop anybody because the bloody fingers think the whole lordship and gods and stuff, they think that's all a bunch of bullshit, so they dedicate themselves to hunting anybody that's on that path.
Huh.
Interesting.
He knows so much about this, dude.
That's crazy. So that was
Oh yeah.
another. So that's like another player. So
Yeah.
they choose to like join Bloody.
Yeah, they have to
Fingers.
use an
Interesting.
item in their game, and
Okay.
it'll like, it's pretty random, like who you invade, right? It just kind of
Oh
picks a
yeah,
world.
you just do it, and you can choose either to
Oh,
invade somebody in the area around you or
Okay.
somebody. Like here's a little demi-human general chieftain.
Okay.
ooh, that one's bigger, yeah. These whips are some of the coolest weapons, I think, though, in the game.
Yeah.
You are... I do bleed damage, so if I...
Are they like weighted whips?
One of them is a steel whip, and so
Okay.
it's definitely like cutting a motherfucker up at the same time, and then the other one is a leather whip.
Those bladed whips are crazy, dude. I think the Chinese, like ancient Chinese, had some of those. They were pretty wild.
All I know is that the specialty of the Belmonts in the Castlevania games, and From Software should make a Castlevania game.
Oh yeah,
And then you get
Oh
this
yeah, look at
fire
that.
whip later.
nice.
Yeah, I don't have that yet, but I'm definitely gonna get it.
There's also the candelabra whip.
So I want that too.
That one, sadly, is just a random drop off of
Okay.
one of the fucking rarer enemies in the game. It's stupid that it has a low drop rate. Sorry, we're just fucking
They'll probably
dawdling.
adjust that at some point, you think?
You would think. But no, there's like, remember the skeleton, like the fucking motorcycle wheel skeletons?
Yeah, the ones that are like ripped straight from Berserk.
Yeah, they have a 1% chance to drop their shield, and it's just always been like that.
1%.
A
Wow.
1%
All right.
chance.
Well,
Because
maybe
they don't want you to
maybe they
kill
won't.
every skeleton and get one, but that means
Right.
that you can have very terrible luck and just
Yeah.
not fucking get one for your entire playthrough. I didn't know it was an item that existed until I got invaded by somebody using it.
Huh.
And you can use it as like a little buzzsaw.
Well, that's cool. Sucks it's so hard to get, though. Nice. But no, the lore in these games is it's wild, and it is always impressive to me how much you know of it, Tim. Because these are like every one of these games is an entire universe unto itself. Like every single time they make one.
That's amazing.
And like the Souls, like Dark Souls 1 through 3, those are all an interconnected universe. They weren't intended
Right.
to be. Did you pick up the crystal tier that was over there?
Yes, yes, I did.
Nice.
I did pay attention to what I was picking up that time. Often I don't.
Then we're gonna quick dive south.
Okay. He's like a tour guide. He just knows exactly where we're going. It's the
Well,
only
'cause, like,
reason
it's
that we're going to beat this in a
really easy.
reasonable amount of time.
Points
Yeah.
out into the distance. Can you tell me about some of the landmarks?
Well, actually, these
Probably can.
crystal gloths are that's called glintstone. Now, this
Okay.
is Liurnia of the Lakes. It's the land of magic. If you look towards what is it, the north, just beyond the foliage, you see this massive fucking building in the distance. That's
Okay.
Ria Lucaria. They are the glintstone sorcerers. And
Okay.
they are called that because this glintstone fell to Earth. It's the comets that impacted the lands between, and glintstone
alien shit.
has a way of replacing biological matter. So the creatures around the lake are infused with this glintstone magic that's slowly kind of replacing their
Like
flesh.
terraforming the area.
Interesting. Okay.
And sorcerers use glintstone sorcery. That's the easiest form of sorcery because you're channeling the magic out of a rock.
Okay.
Oh, these little fuckers. These are from the mountaintop giants.
That is incredible, Tim. I'm impressed.
Right? Isn't that impressive? Like, I'm always like
No.
blown away.
The story about this monk, you'll notice he's got his little flame thing, he's got his flame powers.
Yep.
He is part of an order of monks after the giants were defeated in one of the last wars fought in the land between. They were set to guard the undying flame of the giant god, because the giant god was he's a god, you can't really kill him. So they were set to guard that kiln, and the fact that you see them wandering is kind of a sign of like, all right, well, you know, there's this unguarded fire kiln in the mountaintop of giants, but it's not really something that you see. Even, It's like you're just
DLC.
kind of like, I wonder what the story of these things is. You don't encounter them until much later in the game, and then their story is kind of revealed,
Okay.
Okay.
but only through like context.
Do you think that's an area we could see in one of the expansions? Because they're supposed to be planning quite a big expansion
Oh,
here.
that's cool.
Oh yeah, so the DLC, that would be a good thing to talk about.
Because yeah, they
you,
just
you do
revealed
end up
that.
seeing these people, like that, like the mountaintop of giants is one of the last areas in the game, but we'll end up
Okay.
seeing them.
That's
Um,
cool.
Oh, not to get off topic, but you mentioned something needed to be fingered.
Oh, the Elden Ring?
Did you see that? What the fuck?
What is that? Is
It's
that
a giant
finger?
finger.
Oh, it's a finger.
It's
Okay.
literally a finger.
Nice.
The fuck?
Is that why you're the host of fingers?
Damn, alright.
Yeah.
That's
Um,
interesting.
Did you pick up
It's an interesting weapon.
the Fire Monk's prayer book?
Yes.
Perfect. And did you pick up the fire spermy gesture?
What did you just call it? Fire.
There's a gesture in one of the braziers over here.
Oh, I don't know if I picked that up.
If you can interact with anything in this middle, then
I might have
then
already.
you've already picked it up.
Okay. Yeah, I think I got it.
Perfect. I think it's used to like trigger a certain dialogue later in the game. You flick them.
That's actually amazing.
That's awesome.
I legit really do want to do with
We should set up like goal posts or something.
do a little football thing,
Yeah.
a little table football. Need more giant fingers since there's weapons in games.
Yeah.
I do have to
Get that
just
Dead Space.
do one
Right.
little thing that I also like. I'm always learning new shit about this game. There's so many weapons. This is one of my new favorites.
Oh shit, that was badass.
What is that?
You turn into a cloud of lightning.
Oh, damn.
That just doesn't get
Just like
badder
strike
acid.
down from the sky.
That's awesome.
That's fucking sweet.
I think that this is it for over here. The
Okay.
only other thing, like at the end of this long ass path, is an Everjail, where you're gonna be able to fight.
Is that a
Feet
solo
that
boss?
fire. Oh shit! Yeah, the reason these fuckers are down here from the mountaintop of giants, there's somebody locked in the Everjail that stole a fragment of the fire from the mountaintop of giants, and so they're hunting him down to reclaim that flame.
Huh. Okay.
It's their eternal charge. There's the flame monks, and then you notice that there's those witches that had crowns of thorns and shit.
Right.
All those were heretics that were essentially imprisoned and then eventually sent north to the mountaintop of giants, far removed from anything, as sort of an eternal penance. So
I
that's
don't
another
know
thing
how
about the
people-
lands between. Nothing can die.
Right. Everything's like cursed. The world is cursed with
You can
immortality.
wither away and lose all of your sanity and just be a shambling undead husk, but you never die.
Damn, dude.
That goes for like every
Demigods
living
can straight
thing.
up be resurrected.
That's crazy.
Now, sorry, what were you gonna say before?
Oh, I don't even remember. I just got that was. So I was going to say something about how fascinating whatever the thing you said before that was. Ooh. Come on. There we go.
Do not attack Odin. Not good for your health. I mean, it's also not good for mine. Okay, it's mainly about me. Now, since we've gone and gotten everything out of this little region,
Okay.
I think where we're gonna go next is get a fucking map fragment if we haven't already. Do you have the map fragment of for over here?
No, not yet.
All right. Let's
Also,
go north by northeast.
look at this.
That's crazy.
This chunk took us 11 streams.
Dang.
just to do this
Yeah,
part, and then
plenty of
this is
maps
like,
filled in.
yeah, and then there's quite a bit that we haven't even. Oh, and then also there's also an entire underground
Oh wow.
of this. I mean, not that that's like the entire
Yeah,
thing,
right,
but
right.
actually, how big is that underground map compared to the above ground map, Tim?
It's actually size for size.
Oh shit. Okay.
So it's
Wow.
like
Jesus
a 1 to
Christ.
1 scale.
I mean, do you
Um,
actually explore that entire space, or is it cordoned
no,
off
there's
into just
only
sections?
yeah, there's like I
Okay.
believe 4 or 5 distinct sections. There's only 3 like areas, but
Okay.
like
So I was gonna say, if
Shokra
it was
River.
actually the same amount of game in that, I would. There's like like the whole thing twice as long.
Yeah, like Shefra River that we fought the deer god in. Um,
Yes.
we're gonna be returning there eventually to go to the upper part, and yeah, there's all sorts. It's really cool how you can just end up cycling back or circling back to some place that you already were before. Like you hop through a portal and you're just like suddenly in a different part of the zone.
Well, do I talk about like things that play with like cycles of history and stuff repeating? These games are absolutely, especially with the like immortal world.
Mm.
These games
There,
play into that element hugely.
there's an item description for the commoner headband, and it says something along the lines of like this is the clothing that a commoner would wear, but all of the commoners that existed in the lands between have long since withered.
Oh,
Another
there's another
invasion.
invasion. Jesus. Okay.
All right. This time I'm joking around a little less.
I mean, we got him last time.
Yeah,
Oh,
but
yeah.
that
Okay,
took
those
a
swords are
while.
gonna just fucking obliterate them, though. You can actually do. There's like a samurai character class in this.
Oh, that's dope.
Oh, that's looks like that's what they're doing too. I feel like I'm watching the Kurosawa movie right now.
See, you gotta perform the rituals.
That was like a really respectful
Huh.
start to the fight.
Oh shit, he's got Moonveil on. This is not a drill. This is not a drill.
I feel bad for these other players sometimes. Tim just demolish all of them.
I've gotten really good at PvP in this game, specifically because I keep playing with other people and getting invaded.
Well, and then the
Like I,
whips are really hard to defend against unless you are basically unless you're using them right. Like,
yeah,
Hmm.
like whips are very difficult to defend against, partially because they're not a really commonly used weapon type, so people aren't used to the attack pattern that they are with short swords or katanas or great swords.
No, that makes sense.
and it
Huh.
seems like the whips do more like stagger effect to
Okay.
Yeah, they
enemies. Like
have
it seems to.
a stagger effect to them. They also, because your whip has bleed, bleed is able to be applied even if somebody is blocking an attack.
Oh.
Yeah, so that
Oh,
you do
that's
that
good.
build up
Yeah, for
damage.
sure.
Where the shit is it? There's a map fragment over here. I know it. Oh, it's over here. Duh. And the
Oh,
site of
jeez, right,
grace.
yeah, right there.
Now, see, this is a road. Do you happen to remember that road that like
Oh
we were
yeah,
following? If you look on the map,
it's like
there is
flooded
a
up over
collapsed
here.
bridge, and this is part of that collapsed bridge that just sank into the
Oh
fucking
shit,
slope.
and that's where we were earlier. Damn.
So all the
There's like a
way from
town over
Morn's
here,
Castle,
and then.
the road just follows through,
Huh,
and
Huh.
this will go all the way to the capital city.
damn,
That's crazy.
that's badass.
So it's actual fucking civil infrastructure. Now
That's pretty cool.
you gotta grab your grace.
You know, the last time
And
the three of us did a stream together, I think the primary topic of conversation was whether or not Attack on Titan ripped off Chocolate Rain.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
We did
I think that was the
It
last
did.
time.
It did.
It did.
Dude, you compare those songs?
Yeah.
Sounds so much like
exactly
it.
the same, dude.
Try and set like some of the scenes from today's episode to Chocolate Rain.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Yeah,
Don't
you
know,
gotta
that
watch
would-
that episode, Tim.
Now, Tim has
That
read the
was-
book, so he knows what's going to
that's it,
happen.
yeah.
It's definitely another experience to watch it, even if you have read the book.
Right.
But I guess not as much fear of spoilers. Since,
Oh yeah, right. Well, I'm not gonna talk. I mean, like, who knows?
Other than just
Who
saying it
knows?
was pretty awesome.
Who knows who's listening to the stream? I don't want to spoil anything for anybody, but
Remember this
yeah,
asshole?
let's.
Remember how he was talking about he wanted to find his friend?
Oh, he found his friend and he died.
Yeah, his friend is dead. Killed by the bloody fingers.
Well, I mean, if you finger yourself with too many bloody fingers, you're definitely going to die. You can ask a favor of me and never look me in the eye. Just a little. Oh, is that it? Oh, okay. Alright. Alright, he doesn't have anything else to say. Ooh, what's that sword you got there?
Oh, this, you'll see.
Okay. Do something crazy
This
that kills
little
every
sword.
enemy in front of us.
Oh, yeah, this sword, yeah, it's a...
It exploded. Oh, that was awesome.
This is, a sword forged from a shard of the Elden Ring. Or
Ooh,
rather,
okay.
Made of light, modeled after the Elden Ring itself, forged by the king consort Radagon. So, this was made by the Elden Lord of this land that went missing, Radagon. Whenever there's a god, a theme in this game is that the god has to have some sort of lord, as kind of a complement to their power. And
Right.
so the original one was Godfrey, and he beat every enemy that was put before him until there were no enemies, and then he lost the sight of grace and was banished from the thing between, along with all the tarnished, because they lost the golden grace and became tarnished. That's what we are. So every tarnished is from a follower of that original Elden Lord.
Oh,
When he was
interesting.
banished, Radagon kind of stepped up. He was married to the leader of, or like the queen of Liurnia, Renala, and they had 3 children, which were demigods. But fuck, what was I saying? Oh yeah, Radagon was the current Elden Lord, but he went missing around the same time as Marika, shortly after the Shattering.
Man, it is amazing how dense the lore
Yep.
in these are. Like, it is, I mean,
Going into like genealogies, dude.
that is Tolkien-esque.
Yep.
Like, that truly is, like, on the level of, like, what Tolkien would do. There's a whole, like, page in the prologue of The Fellowship of the Ring that is just about like, different strains of, like, weed that hobbits smoke.
Well, maybe Amazon's got the rights to that, man.
It's like a fucking Dude, Where's My Car stoner
well,
comedy set.
well, the Hobbit,
It's
yeah.
just Ashton Kutcher.
Yeah,
in
dude, where's
Middle
my
Earth.
ring?
Dude, where's my ring? There you go. Dude, where's my ring? I don't know. Where's mine? Yeah, man.
Yeah, that'd be.
We'll see, man. Because Amazon can only do the
They've
Rings
got
of Power,
yeah.
right? And then a whole other company has the rights to do literally anything else.
Right.
And they just announced they got like movies that they're going to do in production, and I'm like, man, I don't know. I'm
I didn't need
nervous
to
about
see
it.
Lord of the Rings get the freaking Star Wars treatment.
Oh, I know, right?
Like,
I mean, that's the thing too.
Or
Is like,
Jurassic Park. Like, I mean, a lot of great things have gotten it, but Lord of the Rings deserves to be left alone, dude.
it did. I mean, I'd just rather they either. I mean, like, I don't know. I didn't even necessarily need stuff from the Silmarillion to be adapted at all.
No.
Granted, they haven't been,
Right.
but they told us that that's what the Rings of Power was going to
No.
be, and then it wasn't.
No.
Now, a nice little detail, an example of contextual lore. This is a magical academy, right? You'll notice that there's fucking spike walls and shit, and
Right, like
barbarians and
everywhere.
archers, and there's even armored knights defending it. And those are all kind of related.
These were like the Knights of the Academy, or the.
So, if you recall, Godfrey conquered every enemy he faced,
Right.
as did Radagon. However, the only people that could not be conquered were the Carian royalty and the mages of Rhea Lucaria.
Okay.
Like, one of their knights was the equivalent of 10 of the other knights, because they had incredibly powerful sorcery to complement their stuff. Not to mention, Renala, the queen, she's the sorceress of the full moon. She's one of the only sorcerers of the full moon.
Oh God. The fuck's that?
Like some kind of.
You just gotta kill the guy hiding in his butt.
Oh, okay. I thought that was the creature, but that was like a machine. Okay.
Yeah, so Renala got really good at using the full moon in her magic. Like, she can summon a spectral visage of the moon to throw at people. And it's such awe-inspiring magic that she conquered Rhea Lucaria and became its leader just by brute force. And so she was the queen of Liurnia and all of its inhabitants. And when Radagon of the Golden Order marched the Golden Armies that had thus defeated everything, they were fought to a stalemate. Renala was so enigmatic that she had several things, like trolls, that she had enacted an oath from the trolls. So even though giants are hated by everyone and giants hate everyone, they like Renala. And so they had giants fighting for them. Giants that they taught sorcery. Remember that giant that was casting magic
Yeah.
a couple of episodes ago? Yeah. That was one of her knights.
Interesting. I feel like I should spend my souls here because I've got a lot, and
Yeah,
I don't want to lose them.
I'm gonna eat myself.
Do we have access to a particularly like crazy looking boss at the moment?
Yeah, there's actually a couple that I have in mind. It depends on what you want to do. We can
Well,
go
I want Alex to get to
after-
see like one crazy looking
Oh yeah, for sure. Dude.
Do you
boss.
want
I love
like a
I love the
standard,
bosses in these Souls games. Dude.
Do you want like a magic boss,
Yeah, sure.
or like how big are you on dragons?
Oh, I love dragons. Are you a cool dragon, man?
All right, you're gonna turn it to night. Actually, we're gonna fight something else, and then we're gonna fight a dragon.
All right.
Oh wait,
sweet.
no shit, we can't fight the dragon.
Okay.
It's one of the
Not
overworld
yet.
bosses.
Right, because that locks you out of the multiplayer. When you
There's
defeat
like
certain bosses.
Oh, shit.
it bugs me to no end that they don't specify which
Right,
bosses
that doesn't
disable
tell you.
co-op.
Oh, that's too bad.
But there is something else that would be a good substitute.
Should I still go tonight?
Yes.
Yeah.
You think Lord of the Rings is the last time it's gonna hurt?
What do you mean? Like
Like, I
when
don't
the
think there's
franchise gets
anything
just
else.
like.
Anything else that like.
I mean, DST's already been just like
Yeah.
shit all over, so.
Right.
Like, what else could they drudge out and just ruin? And just do, like, just the worst version of.
I don't know.
What
Disney's already just going through its whole catalog, dude.
Marvel is basically delaying every single thing they're making and like reducing the release schedule to what it was pre
Yeah, well, they
Disney Plus.
they got a rude awakening about money
Yeah.
in every business, but entertainment especially, because ain't nobody giving out
There's
big
not
loans
enough
for
time
movies.
for all of it, right? Like it got to be Marvel. It really got to be too much. Got to be too much too fast.
Yep.
And you could see the production quality suffer in a lot of them. Like I thought Black Panther 2 was like the really one great movie kind of in the entire like post Endgame.
Sure.
Like I liked No Way Home, but I did not think it was as like amazing like some people did. I thought it was like a fun movie, but
Okay.
Oh,
but outside of that,
there's
man,
an item over here, and then I'm going to drop a bunch of items.
was it this one right here? Yeah. Blue, white, green shield. Okay. They tied the like emote button to the same button as picking stuff up.
Oh,
So I keep so constantly I'm accidentally. Ooh, this is the stamp sweep thing. Yeah, constantly I end up just pointing at nothing.
oh, it doesn't make you look crazy or anything. That is some weird shit. Like, people just pointing at nothing, dude.
It's just a I mean, like I know I see cats and dogs stare at nothing, but you see people pointing at nothing.
I'm just saying, if you saw somebody pointing at nothing, it would be concerning.
Absolutely, but you do. It does sound like you're speaking from experience.
No,
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 it sounded like it was like a really personal concern.
no.
Like I don't want to deal with that again.
Well, no, I wouldn't want to deal with it.
Right, I mean, I wouldn't want to deal with it in the
Yeah.
first place either.
It's just concerning.
Just that moment from Invasion of the Body Snatchers.
That's kind of like that
Did it
was
get
like
you
the
when you were a
image I-
kid?
Yeah, just I mean, can't.
No, fair enough. Oh, we got another invasion.
Oh wow,
Oh,
yeah, that
shit.
does happen a lot.
Ooh, we're getting robes. I feel like this is probably a solid place as any somewhere on this ledge because it's not. They can't get away from us. I feel like that's it's at our best advantage when we can corner them pretty easily. Where are you coming from?
That is true. That is true.
There's a bunch of enemies over there. They like to wait in an area with a bunch of regular enemies. And,
Oh, so you
So-
have to fight the enemy.
yeah, so they'll because the enemies generally ignore.
The bloody fingers.
Yeah, Tim, do they always ignore the invaders, or is there something you can do that
They
like
always ignore the invaders.
always ignore them? Can they hit them like on accident? Like if they're
There are
not paying
certain
attention?
enemies, but not to my knowledge.
Like, get a look at that face.
Yeah, it's beautiful, man. Yep, you got that MLA, dude.
The mouth like anus.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yeah, so I
it's a bad case of MLA. Are you giving these because my name's in them?
Oh yeah, remember the thing in the one cave, and I was like,
Oh, yeah,
yeah,
you
I
left
missed it. Yeah, it's the sage set.
I got you.
Yeah.
Why are you leaving your
Sorry.
fucking pants everywhere? Sam?
What? I mean, come on, man. You never left your pants in a cave?
No, what were you doing in that cave, man?
I don't know, man. What happens in the cave stays in the cave, right?
I worry about you, man.
What's that?
I said, I worry about you, man.
Well, you know, man, like sometimes it's just okay to just enjoy a nice cave, alright? Like, you gotta go out and enjoy caves every once in a
I
while.
don't know, man. They're damn
You know?
mysterious.
We can't just live in fear.
Yeah.
Damn and mysterious fear.
I mean, I've been in caves. I mean, caves are interesting, man, but I never wanted to undress in one before.
It just ran its own shit over. It's killing all the other guys, though.
Like rampaging.
That's hilarious. It's like, is that Austin Powers trying to drive that?
Now,
Shooting his own
a
guys.
fun little fact. One of Renala's three children's is Rykard, the blasphemer. And he let himself get eaten by a snake so that he could say fuck you to God. It was a whole thing. And you are just gonna love his fucking design when you see him. Anyway, she had Ronnie, Rykard, and Radahn. Radahn is gravity magic. Rykard is fire.
Oh, I thought Rodon was fighting Godzilla.
Radahn is actually kind of interesting. He holds back all stars from impacting this place, and he holds them
Damn.
still in the sky. So
Take that,
the fate
Atlas.
of anybody. Yeah, he's fucking holding up every fucking meteor or star. And he's also holding the planet still in so that it can't rotate.
So
And
we're gonna kill
fate
that guy,
is
right?
tied to the movement of the stars. So the
Interesting.
fate of the gods is essentially frozen. Certain magics won't work, certain things can't die or be revived.
You know, I believe I've read that the original Greek version of the story of Atlas is that he was holding up the sky,
Yeah, that's what
not
I
the
heard,
world.
Alright, here we go.
Boss? Oh.
See you later, bud. Good try. Shoulda leveled vigor.
There you go, man. That's awesome. That makes it makes the PvP so easy in this one.
to be like Tim.
Yeah, you can just take you just take them all out.
Yeah.
There have
See,
been a
this is
few
the first
smarter
time
ones.
where I've been
that was
really
some-
over leveled compared to like you or where everything else is in the game.
Right.
Dude,
Oh.
that was some real samurai shit, dude. Like you just walked through that guy basically.
Here are these poison crab things. We had
I hate
somebody
those.
tell us forever ago to tell us, or he told us to poison them. Oh, apparently they explode if you just poison them.
Oh wow, nice. It's like those ants that explode when they get angry.
I like
Yeah.
I like that. I feel like that's an element of these games. Is that the knowledge can put you so far ahead.
Oh yeah, just
like,
knowing
knowing all the like. I mean, just knowing that, then you didn't even have to deal with it at all.
Yeah, yeah. It's. I mean, the level of detail that they gets into it. I mean, it is From Software is a truly amazing developer.
Look up there.
Oh, on the ceiling, yeah.
What's that?
I think it's just another one.
Oh, okay.
These wasps. Oh no, it's one of those.
A little
Dung
fun fact
beetles.
about dung beetles. In laboratory settings, they are more effective than nitrogen fertilizer.
Really?
Yes.
For fertilizing.
Yeah, they just
Oh.
take
Yeah.
poop that would normally turn into methane and stuff, and then they put it underneath the soil, which aerates the soil, puts nitrogen inside the soil, and reduces methane release from like cow pastures or whatever the fuck.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Bring on the beetles.
They also
man.
allocate dung more evenly than like a lot of automatic fertilizing things.
Oh, that flower's
Look, it's the
angry.
fucking Cuphead thing. It's shooting
Yeah.
fucking shit at us.
I saw somebody do. It was actually really cool. It was like what you know how like those really kind of crazy looking old like artwork pieces on like if you just see like the cover of a Final Fantasy game. There's a super intricate artwork. I saw one of the Final Fantasy like artists did like a bunch of Cuphead stuff, but like in that
interesting.
Final Fantasy style.
Okay.
There's a
It
rude
looked
bear.
really cool. Wait, a rude bear?
Yeah, there's a rude bear.
Oh shit, that bear looks super rude, dude. You see us?
He's roiding out, dude. You
Yeah,
better get ready, dude. That's a cocaine steroid bear right there.
Ooh, just barely missed me.
Did that cocaine bear movie come out?
I think so. Or
I guess I gotta see that.
just I didn't. I usually would. I probably listen to the double toast and see what they say. It seems like an interesting idea.
Yeah. I mean, it sounds like it could be bad in a good way, you know. Even if it isn't, like.
Well, it seems like it's trying to be a comedy though. So like, if it's bad.
Yeah, I mean that's always.
I have seen Cocaine Bear already.
Oh yeah.
Oh, you did? Was it any good?
It definitely had its moments. Like it wasn't good all the way through. Oh, he's bear hugging me.
Oh, you're dead. Oh no, not that bad. That would have killed me.
That's why you gotta level bigger.
This is really angry bear, man. Somebody should test him.
What's that movie
he's cheating.
with what's it? It's
You talking about
The Edge is.
Oh, the one with Anthony Hopkins and Alec Baldwin.
Baldwin, yeah.
That movie's so funny.
I'm gonna kill the bear.
Say it again. What one man can do, another can do. Say it again. What one man can do, another can do. I just love Anthony Hopkins going, you're goddamn right. And today, I'm gonna kill the motherfucker.
Oh man.
This is Anthony Hopkins and Alec Baldwin in the 90s going to war with a bear.
You know, it's good stuff, man.
That seems like
It's a great
been
movie.
A better movie than Cocaine Bear.
Well,
Cocaine Bear, it's funny, but it's there's parts of it where it definitely slumps and the humor just kind of drops off and you're waiting for plot lines to pay out.
See,
But then
the thing...
it's, followed up by kids doing, cocaine. So.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Well, see, the thing with The Edges is that movie is taking itself 100% seriously. It's part of what makes it funny.
Makes it so funny.
Yeah. Because it's crazy, but it's never, it's like, yeah, it's all.
But it's like, it's not a movie, honestly, that I feel like it's so bad it's funny either. Like,
No, like, it's actually kind of
I like
good.
the movie, it's good.
Yeah.
It's so ridiculous you can't help but laugh at it.
Yeah, like, even if you also like it, too. Yeah, it's a
good, like, it's a 90s movie, dude.
Yeah, it's a good 90s movie. Oh.
I was wondering where this fucker would be.
A death right bird. There's a boss.
Did you see Steven Seagal got some, like, knighthood or some shit in Russia? He got some special award or something?
Is that his first one?
I don't know, man. I always think it's weird when there's, like, the dictators choose their washed-up American celebrity to, like, shower praise on.
Yeah, that is kind of wild. I'm still not over the fact that Dennis Hopper became like this, or like, I mean, for all intents and purposes, like a straight up like ambassador to North Korea for a while.
You mean Dennis Rodman?
Oh, yeah. Did I say Dennis Hopper?
Yeah.
Definitely not.
That would have also been really interesting.
And specifically Dennis Hopper from Blue Velvet.
Yeah, exactly.
That's a weird fucking movie.
That is a very strange movie.
It's honestly one of the only David Lynch movies I like. I do not care for most of David Lynch's stuff.
Oh,
to be honest, I get what people see about his stuff and how weird it is, and I like some of it. Like Mulholland Drive, I think is pretty good.
Okay.
Blue Velvet's, it's fucking weird, but I do think it's a well-made movie, as fucked up as it is.
Yeah, right.
But like Eraserhead, I don't know, like that's one I think is just kind of...
I've never seen it.
I find it kind of dull.
Okay.
I don't know. He's just like this kind of, considered one of like the greatest directors, and I'm like, yeah, I think he's done a few good things, but I just
You know who I don't care for, dude?
who
Wes Anderson, man.
I like. There are like a couple. I like
the Royal Tenenbaums. Dude.
Yeah, I like the Royal Tenenbaums.
I feel like he's been trying to make that movie again. His whole
that's fair. I liked the Fantastic Mr. Fox. The
Oh, yeah,
animated
that
one.
was
And then he did another animated one called I Love Dogs that I never saw, but
yeah,
I heard was really good, and I would like to see.
Okay.
That's all. That's it, though.
I was gonna say, that guy's movie was awesome.
Oh, Grand Budapest Hotel. I like that one with Ray Fiennes.
Oh,
I thought that was good.
That was pretty good.
Yeah, it got me. Yeah, no,
that one definitely. That one also felt very much like they were remaking Royal Tenenbaums.
It did a little bit,
but it was
it worked
well
better
done.
than the others.
Yeah.
Whew. All right, shit. Well, that was
Well, you know what they say: to defeat death, you must become death.
finger myself again there. See that the little glowing EP finger there?
That's good, man. You going home?
Yeah.
Nice. You ever think that like the ET aliens they knew that ET was phoning home or whatever, but
they just didn't pick up.
Give it to you.
Well, the ship shows up at the end to pick them up.
Yeah,
They didn't want to pay international rates.
Maybe when they saw like what a problem it was becoming, like what shit ET was fucking up, you know,
right?
Like, what a disaster! I was like, we gotta go back and get the little bastard, dude.
Right?
He couldn't just be cool and eat those Reese's Pieces in the closet.
Couldn't just be cool, man.
Yeah. You seem like kind of ET seemed like a loser, man. Like you can't imagine other aliens were like, nah, man.
I think they left him there on purpose.
Yeah, they were just like, let him go, dude.
It was like Harry and the Hendersons. They were taking him out to the woods, trying to get rid of him.
We gotta watch that show.
Oh yeah, the Harry. Tim, do you know what Harry and the Hendersons is?
Yes.
So John Lithgow falling in love with Bigfoot, right? There's a TV sequel or remake, Alex?
It's like a spin-off kind of thing or whatever. Okay. So it doesn't have. I don't believe it has much of the cast of the movie at all in it or anything. Right. But it's all based around.
John Lithgow was a big part of what made that movie for me.
Yeah, dude, his expressions. He really did fall like.
Can't you see we don't want you anymore?
It was just like he was trying to like I understood like what they were trying to portray, this like love for nature and kind of like, but the way John Lithgow played it was so like romantically inclined. Like it came off like he was in love with fucking Sasquatch, dude.
Oh yeah, dude. Oh yeah, the slow turns and smiles.
Oh, when they're making like deep eye contact, dude.
Yeah, it really it
was very uncomfortable.
It was very uncomfortable. Tim, have you seen that movie?
Yes.
Oh, that's so good.
Easily one of the more referenceable movies, like, just out there. It's fucking. It's just so fucking stupid.
Do you remember the credits?
Oh, dude.
Dude, it literally takes a bunch of scenes from the movie, like in particular, like moments of John Lithgow making deep eye contact and smiling, like right in this Bigfoot's face. But it literally it plays them, and then it starts doing the "Aha, Take on Me" music video, like drawing effect, and it's like, and it's just every scene of John Lithgow, like kind of again falling in love with Bigfoot from over the course of the movie, but done as an "Aha, Take on Me" music video. It's so weird. It's like the exact art style, too. Like it is 100% like trying to mimic that on purpose. Yeah. It's that was one of the weirdest things I think I've ever seen.
And it was playing like a love song, dude. Like,
dude, it was absolutely playing a love song.
I don't remember what the song was, but it was very clearly like
more of a love song than "Take on Me."
Yeah.
Like I could not believe that movie, man. We do got to check out that show and see what's up. We got to watch more Pennyworth, because that's nonsense.
That show is so confusing, man.
Tim, did I tell you about the show Pennyworth at all? Have I mentioned this to you before?
What's the guy's name that makes the show?
Oh, Bruno Heller.
Yeah, Bruno Heller, man. Okay, that dude.
Tim, you might be muted too.
Oh, I was. Yeah. The cat started yelling. They just get irate sometimes.
They really do.
But Bruno Heller, dude.
Yeah,
like that dude. I feel like that dude had a tenuous grasp on reality while he was running Gotham, dude.
Yeah.
Okay, that dude was already losing it, man.
Right.
Like, I feel like, and then as the CW slowly collapsed or whatever, I'm sure that was
that wasn't even on the CW.
Oh.
Yeah, that was on Fox.
Oh, that's right. That was.
So that's why it had a weirdly high budget
Oh,
sometimes.
Yeah, that's right.
Pennyworth is on Epix.
Yeah, that's right. Either way,
That's worse than the CW, I think.
Either way, going from that or whatever, and then having the show canceled, and then having to go do that fucking Pennyworth shit on Epix, dude. Like, I feel like that guy's completely disconnected from reality. And now that's canceled, right?
Wait, what? Yeah, that is
got
canceled. Oh shit, we're doing a boss? We got invaded during a boss? That's not good.
Damn. Yeah, that is unfortunate.
Boss killed him.
The boss.
Don't invade people, I guess, is the moral of that story.
That's funny.
But I didn't think that could happen during a boss, but
Outdoor bosses, I guess.
yeah. Huh. But no, Tim, Bruno Heller went up from Gotham to doing this Pennyworth show. Have I told you really about the show yet?
You have told me some about it, yes.
About how Alfred looks like the anime character Lupin the Third, like exactly, but in live action.
Yeah, dude.
Did not mention that part.
He looks exactly like Lupin the Third.
Hair, like I didn't know, like that seemed like a hairstyle that could only really be pulled off
that's
in
why
an
you
anime.
don't fuck with me, because then I glitch the boss and kill him.
Did it just seriously die from a glitch?
Oh damn.
Yeah, he jumped midair and I used this ability on him. And I guess that caused some sort of pathing collision, and he
it just killed him instantly.
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
I was cosplaying death, so it makes sense.
Wow.
Shit. Alright, well, there you go. That was a lot easier the second time.
Right.
Now where are we headed?
Now we're gonna take a little stroll. You're gonna go back to Liurnian Highway North. Oh wait, no, actually, just north of that point. If you haven't already gone,
North of where I am right now.
Site of Grace, yeah, it's like slightly. Like if you look on your map, there should be two little island-looking things on the map near you. It's at the very northernmost little tiny islet.
The northernmost tiny island? Okay.
Yeah.
But Tim, did I tell you that this Pennyworth show is also a prequel to V for Vendetta? That V for Vendetta is a character in this Alfred prequel?
That's just fucking flabbergasting and hilarious.
And I think because the show got canceled, I think that the show has just a cliffhanger of a nuclear bomb going off in the middle of London, and that's just the end of the show.
That's appropriate, man. Yeah, what's Bruno Heller gonna do now, man?
I don't know.
He lost his show on Epix.
Right.
Where do you go from there?
Well, I bet it got canceled because it got renewed it got renewed twice, which is kind of crazy already. But then, now go to the highway.
Now Alfred's been canceled.
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah, that Alfred. Well, I think it got canceled because it moved from Epix to being an HBO Max series, and once it had to compete with the numbers of other things on
Cancel
HBO
culture
Max,
has gone too far.
they got Alfred.
They got Alfred.
God, dude. Such good entertainment, man.
Sorry, now the highway. You said.
Highway North, yeah.
That show was trying to be so hardcore, too.
The Alfred show is it's like straight up
it's
it's R-rated stuff in it.
They're trying to and I'm not I don't care if you swear and something.
No, but it's
I
just
couldn't give a shit less.
Of all the of all the R-rated superhero things you could do, Alfred's the one you made R-rated.
Right,
like
but
they
also,
wouldn't put Black Adam. They're force that.
But they're outdoing a Tarantino movie, and it's this just seems unnecessary for Bruce Wayne's butler, dude.
And don't forget too that between seasons 2 and 3, they changed the name of the show because they thought people might not be sure it had something to do with like the Batman or DC
Yeah,
Comics.
right.
So the show was started out it was called Pennyworth, and then when season 3 came out, the show's name had been changed to Pennyworth: The Origins of Batman's Boat.
Yeah.
They added that to the title.
Probably because people thought it was it. They were like, I'm not watching this shit. I hate that
I am
clown.
death.
Oh, look at
Oh,
that.
nice. Can you help me
I
save
truly
50%
am.
or more on my car insurance, dude? Yeah, I don't know. I
Now,
feel like
here's
really
another little fucking piece of lore. This little chunk right here, it's
Yeah.
from a
Yeah.
civilization that had a city in the sky. A meteor struck it. A meteor that some people would know possibly as the Erd Tree.
Oh, because yeah, right. Because the tree itself is alien in nature. It
Oh,
like
Yeah, it
came
came
from
down
the
on a
sky.
golden star,
oh
and it
dang.
slammed into this planet's world tree, and like a symbiotic parasite, just started growing on it, and eventually the souls that returned to the crucible of life upon death went to this Erd Tree to feed this outer god called the
Dang.
Greater Will.
That's crazy, man.
That's so fucking cool. I love that like like Bloodborne's the one that's like the really like horror, but all the other ones have like some kind of cosmic horror elements to them, even if it's
Sure.
not the focus. Like that's so cool.
Yeah, that's wild.
I'm telling you now, why they got to do this. This is the developer you would give a Berserk if you were going to do a Berserk video game.
Oh yeah, dude,
This is who
definitely.
you
Oh
get
my
to do
God.
it. A Berserk
That would
game
be-
and
that
a
would be sick
Castlevania
for
game. I want to see both of
Absolutely.
those.
I think a Berserk game with more of a Sekiro style story
Yeah,
would just absolutely destroy the competition.
because like the only Berserk, there was a Berserk game on like the PS2 and the Dreamcast. That was actually
Wow,
pretty
on
decent
the
for the.
on the
It was on the
Oh, wow.
Dreamcast. That was pretty good for the time.
Sure.
Most people that played it, I think, played it on the PS2.
Yeah, sure.
But and then there was one, I want to say like 2016 it came out, and that was like the Dynasty Warriors, where it's like the crazy numbers of enemies.
Oh, sure.
And then those games all generally play the same,
Yeah.
and they're fun, but they get repetitive, and they're not hard really either. But like to get something like a really great,
So, right here,
yes,
see those tombstones jutting out of the wall beyond the fog wall?
yeah,
You're gonna take those down. Like, I'm gonna yeet
Oh, okay.
myself, and you're
Yeah.
gonna hop down there. And this
All
is,
right.
I think, one of my favorite areas in the entire game.
Oh shit, okay. Should I use the steed to do these jumps, or do you think that'd make it?
No.
Okay.
The steed will more likely make you overjump, and if you accidentally double jump, fall damage is calculated by time spent in the air rather than distance traveled.
The dog's having a dream over there. Yeah, like you see, yeah, it's just like these tombstones are just coming out of the sides of these mountains.
Wow.
The shattering is seen by some as a literal
Oh shit!
interpretation
Oh shit!
of what
God
having
damn
the
it!
foundational runes of the world broken apart does to a world. At least you'll be able to get back there faster on Torrent by following the main road.
You can't do this when you're actually in multiplayer, but you do have a. Let's see. Following the main road.
Not the main road. You know that little side road we took?
Yeah.
So yeah, you're gonna take a left there at Albuquerque.
Left it Albuquerque. Oh, got you. Okay, yeah, right there.
And it looks like this entire area does not have co-op, so you're gonna be seeing this area without my influence.
Okay. So, no, that's not the right cliff edge. It's closer over here.
Yeah, it's the one a bit closer to the tower. Actually, it's kind of right up against the base of the tower.
Okay, so I was way off there.
Should jump into the ocean. Is this it?
I've done that before. You know I have.
I like how they didn't try to bother with any swim mechanic in this game, and it still managed to it still managed to wow everyone. Like, Liurnia of the Lake is a massive lake that is about knee depth.
Huh.
That's crazy.
There's also, it's just river and shallow bodies of water. There's no running water either.
Okay, we're on that side.
There should be some messages that players have put down right about
There we
where
go.
you're supposed to jump. That's a nice thing about this game. Even if you're
Oh,
not
God.
playing with other people, there's messages left by,
Come on, man.
Oh shit! I overjumped that one and I missed my souls. Oh, whatever. There weren't that many. Which side?
thankfully you just spent them.
Yeah. Oh shit! Fucking. God damn it!
If you think Torrent would help you with these, because
It's just
sometimes
this.
the double jump helps with course correction.
Sure. Well, it's also that the same the get ready to do a running jump sprint button is the same button as do a back like a really quick back step.
Oh, yeah.
That keeps tripping me up. There's at some point we do have to like edit out like a death compilation of all of the all because we've died some stupid fucking ways in these games.
Oh, I'm sure, dude.
I know, at the very least, I think starting with Demon Souls, because it was the shortest of all of the Souls games.
Yeah. Yeah, that was a great one, man. These games have all been really awesome. They definitely take a lot of patience. That I like. I did like anybody that doesn't like them. I definitely can understand
Sure.
because I used to not want to give them the time that's necessary to actually like learn them. But then when we started streaming them, Tim really started doing most of the work. So
That's Dung Beetle?
yeah,
Oh, Demon Souls, I think, was the exception of because with that one we just kind of played it concurrently.
true. Because you were playing it mostly for the first time.
But that was a game where it was shorter and we had the luxury of kind of meandering our way to the finish line.
That is true. We did.
Dark
Are you?
Souls, that one was
Bro.
so kind of had to have someone do.
Come on, Paige. That just looked like you were trying to kill yourself.
I promise I wasn't.
And now it's raining, man.
Well, okay. So it's raining. Can rain. It's not gonna make it harder.
I don't know, you probably slip.
Well, as if I haven't been. Well, we also played Demon Souls like in the middle of the pandemic. Neither of
Yeah.
us working.
So you guys had lots of time, man.
That's also very true. But I like with Dark Souls 1 we found out that it really helps to have someone scout ahead.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of ways you can just not be able to find the way forward.
And the game loves throwing traps at you.
Yeah, absolutely. And Dark Souls 2 was so fucking big, that was an 80-hour long game.
Yeah. That's still the most streams it's taken us to beat any game between all of the different shows.
Sure.
Like, I thought KOTOR was going to be closer to that, honestly, but that didn't even take that long.
Yeah.
And
was
then
like
Dark
12.
Souls 3 was pretty manageable. So
Yeah.
I didn't end up leveling too far ahead, plus I'd already beaten it. So that was another game where we got to experience the full difficulty of the bosses. Bloodborne was another one we kind of experienced concurrently.
Yeah, Bloodborne. It's hard. I mean, I think Sekiro is my favorite ultimately, but it is hard to not
Bloodborne is
say
just
Bloodborne.
unique, I think, in terms of.
Well, it's the only one that's like a full-on horror game at the same time. It's the only one that could say that.
Yeah, FromSoft doing horror is. FromSoft doing more horror.
There's a old PS2 horror game FromSoft did called Kuon that I'm really interested in trying to track down a copy of. Man, a copy of that for the PS2 could be like, I've seen it go for like $1,000 though.
At the base of the house you jump down from, there's going to be a little jar you can talk to.
Oh, one of these jar people?
Yeah, this is the Jar village. This is Jarburg.
Jarburg. Oh.
Yep. Every other place you go in the game, the jars are going to be hostile.
Is it actually called that?
Here. It is actually called that. If you get the site of grace, it says Jarburg.
Hello, Cos. What are you doing here?
Now, the Jar people are a race of warriors. They take the corpses off of a battlefield, stuff them inside themselves. They grow larger in size and in strength. And they do that until eventually they crack and die.
I don't think that's going to happen. I don't think Microsoft's going to...
Probably not.
It's pretty valuable. Yeah, I think that... I mean, like, Microsoft... shouldn't they?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. What's up, dude? What's up, man? How you doing? I mean, yeah, I can't imagine that happening, though.
Yeah, I know.
Xbox is the next Dreamcast. You know, of all the three major consoles, I would agree with.
I mean, I'll give you that. Between all of them, it's probably the...
Well, Microsoft's been on a race to acquire studios.
It's because they can't get anything made on their own.
Right. Who wants to, man? They kill studios, dude.
Like fucking Halo.
Yeah, dude.
And I can't remember the last time Halo was truly good.
They smart.
I never was really into Halo. Like, I thought the second one was kind of cool, but, like, I was never a huge fan of the franchise in general.
Well, yeah, every time they have a good idea, it's surrounded by other things that don't work, or story that's kind of bland, or something that's full of tropes.
It's just shit you've seen too much before, like the Flood aliens in Halo, where they just feel like they're trying to do aliens, and Master Chief is just kind of a lesser Doom guy, to me. And I don't know.
That company just smothers studios, and they just disappear.
Just lay everyone off. just.
Slick, slidey hands to be potentate, you know? I'm sorry, cuz. Don't think you've got what it takes.
Did I just get rejected? My hands aren't smooth enough?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, man.
You don't have dainty enough hands.
Yeah.
That means you lose the game, by the way.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, you and the jar can just be friends.
Oh. But the jar won't be, like, you know... It doesn't look like the jar has smooth brands. Sell it as an NFT. those NFTs are going down, man.
Oh yeah, of course, man.
Dude, Ubisoft is still just trying to get into them now.
They're links to JPEGs.
I know.
You can copy it. And just
or screenshot it.
Or, whatever you want to do, man. Whatever you want to do with it.
The only other thing to do in this village is grab all of the ritual and cracked pots laying around. I think there's like 5 total. After that, you're going to go ahead and go to the place I tell you to go. You're going to like it.
Alright. That's usually how this game goes, anyway.
I would just be cautious of
put their games on
Xbox and Microsoft having any relationship whatsoever with the other console companies, because they seem like they just want to build a big Steam. They want to compete with Steam, so I would not want them to have, like...
with Minecraft. Yeah, that's true. I forget that that's a Microsoft-owned thing sometimes.
Yeah.
Let's see... I don't know if I'm seeing any of these cracked pots here.
They should be...
That new big...
The new what?
in the house.
Oh, in the house?
Like
The new
inside
Bing is
ruined
interesting.
buildings or on the roof. I think you already picked up the one on the roof.
Oh, they already hate each other. The thing that blows my mind the most is actually like because I've been paying a lot of attention to the actual like legal proceedings going on with that Microsoft Activision merger, and I swear to God, Microsoft's like their take on themselves and the way they're trying to present themselves is, well, we're just this small game developer trying to make our way in the world against this
They're
huge
trying to say
corporation
we
that
don't have
Sony is.
anything cool.
Microsoft.
Yeah, they're trying to act like they're this.
Oh, so
Dude, that's what they're doing.
Oh
They're trying to act like they're this like little company that they're just trying to make their way, and it's not fair that they can't buy Activision. It's like I thought we just happened to have all these $1 billion and picked this at random. Like we couldn't have known that people would be so upset about it. Sony owns half the gaming industry. I mean, it's got a lot of it. I mean, would you say half?
I suppose
I mean,
how you define like gaming industry. I mean, probably. I mean, consoles maybe.
If you're only talking consoles, but if you're including like PCs and
even
phone
more
games,
I was gonna say even more horrifically mobile games. Like,
yeah, I mean, I hate mobile games. I don't consider them real games.
Mobile games is where a lot of the money is. Though.
I know.
A lot of it.
I know.
Because that's microtransactions central, dude.
Oh yeah.
You can't. I mean, console games try, man, but you can't build people for microtransactions like phone games can. That's like crack, dude. Those are like slot machines.
The PC market is bigger. I mean, if it's bigger, could they have half?
PC gamers are just more valuable too because those people drop a ton of money on shit.
Yes, they do.
PC gaming is an expensive habit, dude. Like that's
way more expensive than.
After you're done exploring, you're gonna hop on over to Folly on the Lake, site of grace.
Yeah. I mean, it's gonna cost you a pretty penny if you want to get like a really good one, but.
Right.
Here's another one. Ooh, looks like there's.
And another one.
And another one. Another one.
What's DJ Khaled up to?
I don't know. Is he alive? Is he still around?
Alive. Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I'm assuming.
Sure, yeah.
We lost a lot
I
of
would
them.
have heard if he was.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I feel like that would have made the news.
Okay, see, I'm never buying a PlayStation. I mean, some of them are for sure. I don't know if it's going to be all, but it's been a trend lately. I mean, I don't have an issue with it. More people get to play them, right?
I do feel like eventually.
All right, Tim.
Yeah.
What was the?
Oh, it was Folly on the Lake.
There we go. Let's see. We got about 20 minutes. What could we do in 20 minutes, Tim?
Well, I can show you Captain Creepy.
I don't think that's what they want. I think they want more games in more people's hands.
I just think,
whether they're doing it successfully or not, or intelligently is another matter.
I do think long term, probably, like PCs and game consoles are going to get so
they're going to merge and become the same
kind
thing.
Of merge into,
yeah.
and then
that's totally true.
There will be a general shared game.
Oh yeah, I mean, I think
kind
eventually.
Of universe, and like buying a PlayStation is more like buying a certain brand of high-end gaming PC or something. Then, like I mean, as it goes
Crossplay
down,
toggles locked behind on PlayStation on Call of Duty. So like, what on the PlayStation you can't turn crossplay off, or you, or is it, or are you saying only on PlayStation can you turn it off? So that's an odd. I mean, I would never pick up a Call of Duty game, so I didn't know about that. It's weird. Either way, that's a weird thing for them to do.
Oh, dude, I got access to talk to Bing.
Oh yeah, that AI.
Yeah.
Oh shit! All right.
It's kind of.
Did you guys get anything? Oh, so only on PlayStation can you turn it off? That is weird. I don't really get that. That's kind of strange. But, oops.
Yeah. No,
Did it try and seduce you like it did to that one guy?
They limited it so that it can only send 8 messages, like max, and once you hit 8, it cuts off, and then you can start like a new conversation. Because they said what happens is if you keep talking to it, it starts to forget what you guys are talking about. Like,
okay.
It's like.
Isn't that why it was unhappy though? Is because it didn't want to forget everything?
Yeah. I mean, no, that's definitely what it said. But,
here we go again. Oh, it's got that one.
But it is kind of cool because you ask it a question, and then it goes and actually like kind of does the research for you. So it'll show you like that it's searching for. Like I could ask like how many Oreos does Nabisco sell every year or something like that, and then it would tell you like it's searching for like Nabisco profits or something like that, and then searching for like Oreo sales data or something like that. It'll tell you what it's like looking into, and then it'll come back and it'll be like, here's what I found.
Right.
According to this is how many Oreos were sold. This is
and also that it's 2022.
What? No, I mean, it looks like they've got it ironed out enough that it's not like doing weird shit, or at least in my experience so far. And I think a big part of that is that it's only letting you do so many messages.
Right.
But it's interesting. It seems to work pretty good. Like I prefer it to like the results that Google gives me, which are always just frustrating.
Garbage.
Yeah. Well, it's all about what can they sell you, so you can never find what you're actually looking for.
What do you think? Thoughts on other Xbox exclusives like Gears and Forza? I mean, neither of those are game series I care about really. Gears of War, I can't give a shit about cars.
Yeah.
I don't give a shit about any of the car games, regardless of what system they're on. And then Gears of War is, I don't know. I always thought it was a little too meathead bro-y for me. Like, they're fun. Like, I don't think they're bad necessarily, but like I don't think they're particularly interesting either. Yeah, and I mean, like, Xbox exclusives that I actually want to see a sequel to, like a Togi, that's never going to happen. It's too obscure.
Oh, sure.
Yeah, for the most part, I don't think Xbox has.
You still make Rock Band?
Rock Band? No, not in a while. They tried to resurrect it at one point after like a long break, and that went really poorly. I mean, I think that would be bad because
I don't think Nintendo would ever go. What Nintendo, if things ever went really bad for Nintendo, I think they wouldn't be a hardware maker.
They'd still make games,
but
though.
I think they'd be like a game studio for sure.
Yeah.
They would still, because those brands are never going to die. I could see Nintendo fucking up so bad that they can't afford to keep putting out new consoles. Or
well, they have they've said they have such a surplus that they could have 8 failed console launches before they ran out of money.
I mean, I totally believe that.
Actually, I don't think Xbox is going anywhere. I mean, it trades off and on which game console is like
and it's got,
doing the best. Like that's a cycle that'll. I mean, not that it could never happen, but I don't know. Like that's my least favorite one. The Wii U.
That was a completely irrelevant one.
Yeah, that's my least favorite Nintendo console. They didn't seem right. They were magnificent, Tim. I'm sorry. I did not hear what his question was. You were like a flower.
He offers you if you like what the two fingers have to say about the greater will.
Oh, magnificent. Okay. I mean, I'm curious what'll happen with Game Pass ultimately, because like a lot of those games are going to suffer sales because of.
Oh yeah, I don't know.
Talk to him again and pick the other option. Because you picked the wrong option.
You could just do both.
I don't know. I like
okay.
the UI on the Switch.
Yeah, I
It
disagree. I
feels
think the
pretty
Wii U
natural.
by far has
Yeah,
the worst
definitely.
everything.
I mean, I don't know if you're trolling me right now, dude, but
Yeah, I think that Wii U, man. I'm sorry.
I can't.
It was like a unfinished prototype that probably shouldn't have even come out.
Yeah, dude, it looked like something for a toddler.
I mean, like I think the Switch is what they
It's
were
like,
trying to make.
yeah, I know, but it was kind of, which I don't know. Maybe they needed to put something out,
Every
but they didn't have anything.
oh shit! Yeah, the Wii U had
What
very
came out for the Wii
like
U?
almost
The Wii U is like a blip, and Nintendo realized what a big mistake they made, and they rushed production on the
Well,
Switch.
there were a few games that were good on the Wii U, but all of the good Wii U games got ported to the Switch like the first year the Switch was out. So there's like nothing special on that's only on the Wii U. The only thing that's only on the Wii U is the Smash Bros. That was
Plus, I mean, like,
for that iteration.
Wii U is awful branding, dude.
Well, yeah, that's why.
Dude, I can't
I'll
believe
give
that
you the
had blood
backwards
everywhere.
compatibility. Yeah, that seriously was everywhere. I'll give you the backwards compatibility because that
Did you finish all the dialogue with them?
and that might have gotten interrupted. We'll just do it again here. Because we could do. Oh no, I'm sorry. No, that controller. I'm sorry. No, I hated that gamepad.
It was ugly, dude.
I did not like it. But I will give you backwards compatibility because it could play both the GameCube games and the Wii games. So that it was like three generations.
That was cool.
So I'll give it that. I will give it that.
But I gotta say,
but like nothing else.
Can abide by your defense of that like knockoff Kindle that they put the little knobs on.
Oh, the PS2 definitely killed. Well, I think the Dreamcast killed the Dreamcast. If we're going to be honest, but the PS2 definitely helped.
Yeah.
So
the history of the consoles is interesting.
Oh yeah, dude, it's fascinating to watch how everything changed. I mean,
amazing how Nintendo and Sony have been there the whole time. Man.
This whole thing.
I mean, like
for the
Sony
most,
not the whole time,
Sony came a little later. I'm sorry, Tim. What'd you say?
Oh, just that this whole thing is a church of blood, pool of blood.
That's pretty cool.
That's where the blood thing that spawned and shot blood everywhere is blood, and makes sense. Bloody finger. So you can kind of guess which god he's serving. But also, the only way to progress that quest is to invade 3 people with the item he gave you.
Oh shit! Okay. I don't know if I believe that Microsoft almost bought Nintendo. I don't think that's
would sell themselves to Microsoft.
I do believe I remember reading a story about how Microsoft went into their offices and did try and make a move on them, and the Nintendo execs laughed them out of the room.
Yeah, dude.
I don't think that ever came close to happening.
Microsoft kills things, dude. It's like it's a bad place to go. Like it just smothers things to death.
Yeah.
I mean, the fact that Xbox has been as successful as it has been, considering other efforts that Microsoft has had at making music players and phones.
Well, it's like weirdly enough, I think it's mostly because of Halo on the original Xbox. As much as I was saying I've never really cared for Halo that much. What I will give it is that it kind of brought first-person shooters to consoles.
Oh, sure.
Because first-person shooters had kind of been more so a PC thing up until that point. So it did kind of bring a new genre to the console. Oh yeah, they did kill Rare. Yeah. Absolutely.
That's one of the greatest tragedies.
This isn't something that died. This is planted here as part of contextual lore.
It's not gonna get up.
His eyes are glowing orange.
Huh.
The other demi-human's eyes don't glow orange, so something killed it.
See, he's like an orange lantern.
And here's another one.
Huh. Is this a boss fight?
There's a trail of them.
Is this a boss fight we're about to do? That seems weird.
Maybe.
Seems ominous, man.
Man, what Microsoft did to Rare, man.
Oh yeah, that's horrible.
God,
yeah, fuck that. Fuck Microsoft for that.
Truly just
Invade.
Yep.
Remember who Edgar was?
Just murdered it.
Oh.
Yeah.
So this is an NPC. This is not a player.
Yep. I'll never get another true rare game in my life, man.
No,
Not
no, you
another,
won't.
not another real Conker's Bad Fur Day. Not even another Diddy Kong Racing, dude. Like
Diddy Kong
it's
Racing, yeah, not even
not
that.
gonna happen, man.
Most generic complaint game of all time. So, Sea of Thieves. I didn't know that was them, actually. Well, people seem to like that one. I mean, I don't know. It's not for me, but
So, Irina, the person who died on that thing, and Edgar was killing demi-humans to avenge her because she was killed by a demi-human.
Raw meat dumpling.
So you find him hunting demi-humans, and then the fucker is gone mad and is attacking us, the only person that's ever helped him.
right. So
Um,
being kind
and
of a
his
little
name is
bitch.
Edgar the Revenger. So he's
Did he
he's
name
kind of
himself that?
that is a self-proclaimed title.
That sounds like one.
That sounds like the kind of thing that people. You remember when Juan when we went over to the party?
Oh yeah. We had a party with a
Yeah.
kind of a loser coworker.
Yeah, and then he asked Cecilia. He was like, "Oh, I bet you've heard all sorts of stories about me. I'm Nacho or whatever." And she was like,
Nope.
no." And then I was like. He was like, "Oh, Alex, do you call me Nacho or Juan in your stories?"
We're like,
and I was like,
Juan,
"Juan."
you nicknamed yourself Nacho.
Because no one calls you Nacho.
The best Nintendo game ever made?
Ooh, that's tough, man.
Super Metroid on the SNES.
Oh, really? I got too much nostalgia tied up in Ocarina of Time, man.
Ocarina of Time's great.
I can't
I'm gonna
detach myself from
yeah.
that.
Metroid's my favorite Nintendo property.
Oh, yeah. I don't think there's anything. I mean, Metroid's great, dude.
Yeah, I love Metroid. You know, I was never as into Zelda as like a lot of the other. Like Michael was super into it.
Yeah,
You
I
were
love
super
Zelda,
into it.
yeah.
Zelda was not that I didn't like it. It was never my main thing.
Fair enough.
You know, I'm on the fence
I mean,
about that. There were some other parts I really liked about 2018, but part of it I think it was fresh. It was new.
Yeah, I think people expected maybe it to be completely fresh again instead of a
And
sequel.
I did
I mean,
like the added weapon in Ragnarok. I liked all of the different things that they iterated on, but I do think some of the things it wasn't as big of an overhaul as I think maybe people were expecting.
Yeah.
Even I was expecting.
I mean, I was kind of expecting just a slightly because it was still being made for PS4, which holds it back. So that's why I expected just an updated version of the same thing. I've heard Forspoken is complete garbage. I've heard some bad things about that game.
Forspoken, from what I've seen, it looks like it has some really good elements to it. The execution was just completely fucked over. The launch for the game was so bad that the studio is already being dissolved and absorbed.
Yeah, like only a month after release.
Dude, I do have to say, man, I love, the gaming industry, dude.
Yeah.
Is them and airlines, man, are the only people that are willing to sell shit that doesn't exist yet. Like,
that's true.
Just to like promise something that just is not there. And just be like,
that's true. You don't pre-order anything else. Yeah. You don't. Alright, where is this fucker? I mean, I think there's a lot of laziness show up. This might be the last thing.
Yeah, I was gonna say you could try to beat the boss in this Everjail because his power level is pretty in line with your own.
Yeah, it depends on this invasion. How that goes.
Also, do you like other bubble blowing thing?
Oh, you got another bubble blower?
Yeah.
Nice.
It blows many bubbles instead of just the one.
Oh,
if that one is toot, this one is toot toot.
You killed that Cocoa Puff worm, dude.
Cocoa Puff worm. I hope live services are dead, and I could agree that Pokemon's gotten pretty lazy. I mean, they made a trash can Pokemon, so
yeah, I don't.
You're really scraping the bottom of the barrel with trash cans.
I really feel like Pokemon, I know they've had to make a lot of Pokemon. Like, I get that. Like,
Well, maybe slow down. That might be a good option.
You start running out of ideas and stuff. But I feel like there are things from, like, mythology that I didn't see be Pokemon yet. Like, there were ideas.
No,
like,
trash can
it didn't have to be ice cream cone. It didn't have to be
the trash can.
trash can.
Yeah.
Well, this is mildly frustrating.
Well, I don't know if you can really blame them for all the problems in your life, man.
Yeah, man, I feel like you're projecting on 343.
I mean, like, I'm not a huge fan either, but I don't know if they're that bad. It's like I'm getting divorced as those damn Halo developers.
Yeah.
I don't think this person is gonna willingly come to us because you'll notice. Oh, yeah, he is. He's coming right to us.
I mean, they took over
us?
Halo, which was already kind of mediocre. So, I mean, they didn't make a big impact to me. Oh, hey.
Oh, man, I was watching a new fascinating show on Netflix.
Oh.
It's called Snack versus Chef.
What the fuck is this? Or are you going to make me watch this before you leave?
I don't know, maybe, dude.
Because I think that is officially the end of the stream. Because we're bumping up to like 2 minutes to one here.
Unless you die to this boss right here.
Oh, yeah, I suppose we might as well just look at it and see what it looks. Prime days. Yeah, I don't know. I never thought Halo was very impressive. It just feels to me like so much of the most.
I mean, I feel like it really
Mario over Sonic.
Yeah, definitely.
Ooh.
So this is the Cuckoo's Everjail.
Fuck Sonic.
The Cuckoo Knights were knights sent against the Carrion royalty after Renala was, like, her husband left her. She kind of went crazy a little bit. She was usurped from Rhea Lucaria, and they sent knights to her home to try to wipe out her entire lineage. Not only did it not work, the Cuckoo Knights were completely wiped out.
Jeez.
The leader of the Cuckoo Knights was able to trap this one Carrion Knight in here. And this is just one of the Carrion Knights. There's a whole bunch of them. Imagine fighting an army with this fucking guy as the foot soldier. So yeah,
I don't think it's a metal bot skin. I think that's like the magic energy trapping him in this thing, right? A glow, right?
Yeah. From like those crystals.
Is it from the crystals that they used to make these, Tim?
No, he's that's just that's an effect of being locked within the Everjail.
That's okay. Yeah, that's what I thought.
Gotcha.
So the Everjail is like a pocket dimension.
Okay.
And when you imprison somebody in there, you're just tucking them in a small little fucking pocket of reality. And that's why they're supposed to be Everjails. They're completely inescapable, and the person who is in the Everjail is preserved.
Ooh.
That's messed up, man.
Damn. Well, he got me.
Yep.
Well, now
Horizon is the worst PlayStation franchise. I mean, I don't think it's great. I'll be honest. I think it's way overrated.
I suppose, yeah, franchise.
I wouldn't say it feels like live service though. It feels like the obnoxious Ubisoft open world checklist to me. Where there's just like a million icons on the map.
Oh yeah.
It's a game everyone can. There's no game everyone can agree on.
No, probably.
There's no game everyone can agree on. That I don't think that just doesn't exist.
Pong's not
For
bad.
example,
Dude.
Pong.
Pong.
There you go.
I mean,
one of the
what
most
can you
loved
say?
games.
Which
And
game? I'm
how
sorry,
many
Tim.
people fucking hate it. Elden Ring.
Oh, Elden Ring. Yeah, right.
And
There's
there
still
are
people that
swear
hate
it's
it.
garbage.
Yeah,
because they're bad at it.
There's always going to be people that hate everything.
Tetris, dude. Everybody loves Tetris.
I bet there's somebody that doesn't like it. I bet somebody doesn't. Well, I mean, I don't know. I like it, but
yeah, everybody likes Tetris, dude.
But I don't think everybody does.
I don't know, man.
I mean,
that Russian music, that's cute, dude.
Yeah, no, I mean, I agree. I like it,
especially Russian Tetris. That was even cuter.
Like proper original. Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't. Like again, I don't know
I just
why.
feel like it's a game you can't attack. Like
the worst year for all media. I don't know about that, man. I feel like going back to like the 70s would have been one of the worst years for media.
There were some real rough. Well, people forget about the
Arguing-
garbage that came out.
I
Like,
feel
Yeah.
like 1944 might have been, or 1945 might have also been pretty bad years. For,
Well, also,
oh, dude, World War.
you
The
go back-
production of World War II, there was no money left, and they were all
Yeah.
doing propaganda. So what came out then was like pure trash.
Yeah.
Like a lot
Well,
of the
not to
celebrities
mention-
were selling war bonds. They weren't even being in movies. So
Right.
like it was a weird time for Hollywood for sure.
this is very much part of the military-industrial complex.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. Yeah, and I think anytime anybody says that, modern everything is bad, they're just forgetting that like most of the shit that comes out
Dude,
at all times is
there's
bad,
probably
and you're
there-
only remembering the
There's
good things.
probably like maybe like 30 movies over the course of the 70s that you'd be like, you have to see these movies
Yeah.
or whatever. And then when you consider like all the movies that had to come out like during that time, then like nobody gives a shit about and everybody forgot about. Like, I mean, some of the greatest movies were made then, but some of the greatest movies are made all the time. You know, like,
It's just that it's just a collective forgetfulness of the pop culture that people decided wasn't worth kind of keeping around or keeping in the lexicon, you know. But
I do think there is a new type of generic cheapness that, like, I don't, just like a blandness. That
I'll give that
overtaken
for sure.
media now. where
yeah,
it's
that is a unique
not
thing.
not everything's like that, but it is kind of like.
It's annoying how frequent you see it.
I don't even hate all Bollywood media, dude. I love Singham, man. Have you seen that?
Well, that's also older.
Yeah,
If you're talking about modern stuff.
I suppose. Yeah, I don't even know what's going on in modern Bollywood, but I've seen some Bollywood stuff I really like.
I'll give you that 2020 life got weird and kind of bad.
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
The word modern.
Okay. Why? Because it like implies that it's good in some kind of way, like because it's like got positive connotations.
Yeah, I don't really understand.
Like current.
Current.
Current seems more negative, man. Like
Personally,
I'd worry
hate
that there are currents
everything
in-
currently happening. I am only a fan of the future or past.
you hate the present,
I
man.
just hate the
But
present.
that only
God, dude,
counts
you're like
for
an
this
anti-Buddhist,
specific
dude.
second.
Everything about modern is crap. Well, Elden Ring is modern. I mean, if you're talking about like just kind of life in general, all over the planet, like I can give you that.
Yeah, it got kind of weird, dude. But...
Oh yeah, economic life,
economic
absolutely.
life? Yeah.
I
mean, like, what are you
100%
gonna
agree
say?
with you on
the
that one.
economy looks like garbage.
Natural
dude.
life.
I think
the
media is
planet's
some
not
of
doing
the
great.
yeah, no,
fair
100%.
enough.
I think media is some of the only places where good things do happen anymore.
If
Yeah.
you think modern natural life is bad now, just wait till 2050 when what is it like?
Oh, it's already in one.
It's like
Oh,
a
yeah,
fifth
undoubtedly.
of the U.S. is supposed to undergo some sort of desertification, and it's supposed to be across wide swaths of the breadbasket.
And Twitter is
Agriculture
bullying
is.
everyone.
Well,
I don't know. Well,
it's going to be like Kentucky's climate in like 2050 here.
Yeah. Well, dude, that's what I keep telling you, man. The Arctic's where everything's gonna matter, man. Like the best land in the world's gonna be in Canada and in Siberia, dude, because like, the climate
The
is shifting,
desertification
man.
actually stops at southern Minnesota.
You know?
So
Oh, really?
That's
if
what I'm
you're
afraid of, man.
in central
Those Californians are
Minnesota.
gonna come, dude. Like, I swear to
Bottle
God,
water?
dude.
Bottle water? Bottle water? Bottle water?
Californians are already writing think pieces about how they can siphon water.
Take
from
our water.
Mississippi.
I say let them fucking...
You know what?
It's our water.
I don't even care. They can have water from the Mississippi. They can't touch the fucking Great Lakes, dude.
Yeah, no, fuck that. Those are our Great Lakes.
They can pick up the
Everyone-
water down south.
Yeah.
Like they can't take the water from up here. They can take New Orleans water. I don't care.
And then, Tim, you're going to get the last word because we do have to wrap up.
Oh yeah. The other thing is like there's lots of water, right? But people think that we can just go to a place with lots of water and remove the water there. Like that's not gonna kill everything that fucking lives in the water.
Oh, yes.
Stupidest goddamn thing.
Well,
And
people have no
that's
idea
my
what they're
final
talking
note.
about. All right.
Everybody have a
Good night. Thanks for hanging out, Switch Boy. And we shall see you soon.